Hey, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to hit all of the high notes. And what that means is I'm going to answer all the questions people ask me throughout the comments. I'm going to put it all in one video so that everybody can see and understand what I went through, what not to do, and all of that good stuff. But somebody asked me a question. They were like, would you do it again? Would you go through the process again? And the answer is... Here's an example of something that perhaps you haven't seen. Decide go. Decide go. Decide go. Decide go. Decide go. Okay, so first question, would I do it again? Yes. I know everyone's results are not going to be great because you go in with the mindset that your surgery is going to be the surgery that's going to be phenomenal. And you go in with these expectations that your round one is going to be great because you've given your doctor these pictures. The problem is people aren't being realistic when it comes to that. And I'm gonna get back to that. But the first point is do your research on your doctor. When I first started my journey, I was about to go to Jolie. Yes, well, Jolie had some issues. I didn't do my research. I put down my deposit, but Jolie had 8 deaths. Now, I'm not bashing any company. I'm just reading what the news says and the facts about it. They had 8 deaths, and they had people working in their establishment that wasn't certified or licensed. When I looked up their information on the Florida health department, they had changed their name 3 times in 2 years. And they were currently a DBA. And I was like, how is this even possible? The problem is I actually researched the doctor, not the facility. First mistake. The doctor that I was going with was Dr. Grace Valina. When I tell you her body's the ultimate sculptor, she was phenomenal. The problem is her location. She was doing business out of Jolie. Jolie had a bad reputation. But what I found out recently was Dr. Grace Valina just switched. So she left Jolie. She's now part of another aesthetic company. And all of her pages on Facebook switched from Jolie to Dr. Grace Valina Cosmetic Surgery. I know that was like a rabbit trail, but I wanted to just tell somebody that. So people that are looking to go to Jolie, Dr. Grace Valina is not there. She now has her own practice. Pretty phenomenal. I didn't do my research on the doctor. On the facility. I was like checking out the doctor, which is the right thing to do. But then you also got to see, so if you're having your surgery at one location, right? So your doctor, where is your doctor have credentials at? Where can they go to work at? So I didn't want a doctor that was just a cosmetic surgeon. I needed somebody that had credentials to work at several different hospitals. That way, if something went terribly wrong, I could literally go to the hospital and that doctor could be there because they have credentials there. That's what I was looking for in a doctor. Just so happens I was so fixated on that and not the facility. You gotta do both. You have to look at the doctor themselves and then the facility. And if you look at any health department website for the state, you can pull up the license for your doctor to see if they had any disciplinary actions taken against them, if they had any suspensions taken against them. All of this is public knowledge. You can see that. So I would urge you to do that. Okay? Next, be realistic. Don't go in there and give the doctor this wish pick that looks super unrealistic. because you're setting yourself up for ultimate failure. Let's be honest. You have to give the doctor a realistic picture and a realistic canvas. So you cannot go in there and not having dieted, not having tried to lose any weight, and your BMI is super high, and you want to be like snatched to the gods. There's just not how it works. You can't do that. So that's why you see most people upset at their results, and they want to go and get round twos, and they are upset, and they go to social media and say, look at my body, they butchered my body. But that's not the case. The problem is people are not being realistic. Not to mention not being realistic, but aftercare is like 65% of your results is your aftercare. The doctor can only do so much. It is literally the aftercare. People don't understand that, but it's true. So be realistic in what you want. As a matter of fact, I think when I went into the doctor, I didn't have a wish big. Because I ain't want to make myself mad like that. I was like, just put me back to factory reset settings. Put me back to factory settings. And I'd be good. Put me back to what I was before I had kids. I'm good. You don't got to reshape my body to a shape that it wasn't before, but put me back to factory settings. And he did that. I asked him for breast reduction and lift. He said, I'm gonna give you a lift because you want to be back to your settings. And he scoped my body. So again, I'm all good with my results. So he listened. So just keep that in mind. Be realistic about your expectations. And don't go in there thinking that you are going to be like a celebrity body first time out, because it's not gonna happen. You'll just piss yourself off. So just don't do that. What else? So would I do it again? Yep. Do your research on your doctor. Y'all know my story. Almost chose Jolie. Almost chose Sisto. I don't got nothing against Dr. Sisto, but we just don't see eye to eye. There was a video I had done that talked about switching your doctors for free, because I'm gonna be a Mia babe for life, so I won't down him. But what I will say is we didn't see eye to eye. Next, complications. I didn't have any. I had you know, but my belly button was acting all weird. That's not a complication. That was just a little mishap. Because I didn't know how to take care of it. I will say that my drain, it got clogged. Remember on my day 2 video of post-op surgery, my drain was clogged. But I learned how to, unclog it to get it to drain again, and we was all good. Sorry for the visual, y'all, but I could just see me trying to, undrain it. Is weird. What else? Oh, my right breast suture came loose, and I about panicked. Y'all remember that in one of my videos? I was 6 weeks post-op. I'm like, got on a plane, went to Mia. They were like, you're fine. So that healed up nicely. I thought I had fluid on me. Didn't. So is it fair to say that I was being a little bit dramatic about this whole experience? Because I was a little dramatic about this whole experience. But that was just because this was new to me. But now looking back, hindsight's 2020, I was tripping. I was fine. I was okay. So complications, didn't have any. Getting prepared for surgery was difficult because you just don't know what you need. And that's one of those things where I would say, do your research. And I hate to keep saying that because people watch videos to get information, but I just can't tell you what to get because if you're doing like a BBL or 360, that's not even the same stuff that I brought for my mommy makeover. Like, we got total separate, surgery. So I really can't speak to that. But what I will say is, for a mommy makeover, compression socks is key. Lots and lots of loose clothing, because you are not gonna want nothing on your body, especially getting a breast lift. You're not gonna want to do that. I would say get a wedge pillow, because baby, let me tell you, you you're gonna be rolling around trying to get out the bed. Trust me on this. Wedge pillow. Um, CBD gummies. I think you saw me on day 3. I had went to the smoke shop in Chicago and got some CBD THC gummies. Yeah, I did. Because that Percocet wasn't working. Okay? Wasn't working. At all. Like, at all. And I went to the smoke shop and got some CBD gummies, and I did a video on that, and they were fabulous. Okay, they worked. But I will say, if you have a chance to get the Aspero shot, please get it. Please. I know for me, days 1 and 2 was complete terrible for me as far as pain. And I had the Aspero shot. It's only like $600 extra. But looking back, I couldn't imagine me not getting that shot, because the pain was the pain was terrible, but it was a different level of terrible. And I can't even explain what I mean by that, because now I sound crazy. So it was like, imagine yourself, y'all, it hurt. It hurt so bad. Okay. Imagine childbirth. Okay. Imagine having a baby, and that final push, the baby's out, right? And then they mash your stomach, and then afterbirth come out. Then the pain is gone. What I felt for days 1 and 2 was pushing the baby out. Not the contractions, it was an actual push. And that hurt. Gosh, I just think back, that hurt so bad. Ooh, Lord, get this barrel shot. Get it. So no complications, getting prepared. You gotta get prepared. But I will say this, aftercare and being prepared goes hand in hand, because my mistake was I didn't find a massage therapist before I went to Chicago. I was so hell-bent on finding a massage therapist that was in Chicago that I didn't even think to find somebody back home in Arkansas. So when I got back home, I didn't have my nurse with me. I was like, what is I'm supposed to do? Because I don't know how to find a lymphatic massage therapist that is certified and know what they're doing in Arkansas. So it took me a good minute to find somebody in Arkansas. But full transparency, I went on Young YouTube University, and I found out how to do my own lymphatic massages. And yes, mine were super effective. I've been doing mine for a month and a half now, and I think I have been turning out great. So there you have it. They can be done at home. But your aftercare immediately, your immediate aftercare is so important, because that's gonna make a break. You have to wear your foams, your compression board, all of that stuff. Of course, don't do your compression board until your drain is out and your stitches are, kind of dissolved, but you want to keep wearing your foams. I kind of ditched my foams in I don't know, week 7. The moment I dropped down to my the moment I dropped down to my stage 2 garment, I took my foams out. Then I put them back for, I can't remember the reason, but I put them back. But then now I'm just straight compressing going in. So I'm okay with the compression right now. But my faja chronicles, y'all, I bought so many fajas. I bought sunrise faja, terrible. I bought a faja from Amazon. It was terrible as well. I got a faja from my nurse in Chicago. It wasn't terrible at all, but my torso's little. So I had to always, I had to always kind of fold it a little bit because I have a small torso. But then I got my Snatch Body faja. I'm sold on the Snatch Body faja. But I do have a lady that reached out to me from Shaperwear or Shape something. She's like, try out her faja and see how I like it. I'm gonna do a video on that so y'all can see. But y'all know I'm definitely a snatched body queen. I love their fajas. You can't do better than that. Before I wrap this up real quick, Facebook groups, they're helpful and then they're not. So go in there to get information in regards to getting prepared and seeing what other ladies are going through as far as like communication wise. When it comes to surgery and seeing after pictures and stuff like that, that's gonna stress you out. Because for one, they're getting the surgeries and they're not taking care of their bodies. And they're getting the surgeries and they don't want to wear the compression garments. They want to go out and, dress the part, but they don't want to wear the compression, and that bothers their overall appearance of how they're what am I trying to say? Their results. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Their results. Let me show y'all what this look like. So here I am wrapping this up as to why I would do it again. I would definitely do it again. I feel like my results are A1, and I feel like there's nothing that I would do over. I would go with the same doctor. I would definitely choose the same location, same nurse post-op. The only thing I would do better is find me a nurse here before I got done and came back home. Flying on an airplane after your surgery. If you can avoid that, do it at all costs. Because I can't tell you how many times I got stopped at TSA because they thought I was smuggling drugs. True story. Somehow going through O'Hare, I always get stopped. And they want to pat me down and do my fingers with the little stuff to make sure that I don't have any drugs on my hands and all sorts of stuff. Has been insane. So just make sure that you let them know that you've had surgery. It's even best to even have your doctor letters out. So that way TSA aren't like asking you to take off your faja, because that has happened as well, but I declined and almost missed my flight. But honestly, I am loving my results. And y'all know that I wear my long, my knee length faja from Snatch Body. And it just go all the way up and it keeps me compressed. Now you'll notice here, I have it all the way closed down here because that's where I want it mostly compressed. And then here I kind of going out, and then of course at my breast area, I have it going back tight because I'm trying to sculpt. Not like the medium don't do that, but what can I say? But y'all know me. Any questions y'all have? This is super informal, so I'm not trying to be our professional. So any questions you have, you know that the moment I see them, I'm gonna answer. So if you have any questions or concerns about something, want me to look up something, or just got a question in general, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer it the best way that I can without trying to give you any medical advice. So until then, I will see y'all on my 3-month post-op video when I review the lovely Shapewear. All right. Well, that's that. I will see you a little bit later. I'm gonna do a video on that faja to kind of see how I feel about it, and y'all can see it and y'all can just decide for yourselves. And I'll kind of let you know whether the compression is different from the snatch body to that faja. So we'll see. But until then, I'll see you.